Franconia Sculpture Park exists to give artists the opportunity to work bigger intellectually, spiritually, physically than they've had opportunity to do before.
To make outdoor sculpture, you have to make it outdoors, and this is a tremendous site to do it. So how do you take a space like this and then occupy it? How do you actually capture a huge open field and put something in the field, be it an object or whatever it is you decide to do, and give it a sense of itself so that it holds its own in that environment? It's totally different from working indoors. Most people have fairly small studios, they work on a fairly small scale, and it's sort of domestic. It's the domestic scale. When you come out here, it's not. You're dealing with nature, and you can't compete with it. It does several things. It gives people the opportunity to experiment and also try and push the things that we're interested in. This is a completely contemporary language as far as I'm concerned. These sculptures, object-making sculpture, have an enormous amount of potential, and this place enables anybody to do whatever they want, really.
Today, we have Peyton here and some of his lads from Juxtaposition. Peyton just spent 2 or 3 days building this 20-foot monolith out of steel, something he's never done before, and now they're painting it up.
My first time welding. So they were like, here,
my piece is gonna be right at the bottom.
This is how you do it, They threw a hat on me and said, give it a shot, and I screwed up the first couple times, but then I got the hang of it after all of this. And there it
Which
is.
side did you screw up on?
The inside. Definitely the inside.
I came out here to discuss what I wanted to do, and John just suggested, instead of doing a flat wall, he said bend it, some kind of arc or, stagger the panels so it's more sculptural. In Paris, they have a couple of obelisks from Egypt, and that jumped in my head, and I said, you know what, I want to build an obelisk. And so I threw that at him, and he said, yeah, that's a cool idea. And originally I was supposed to do it out of plywood, but he talked me into doing it in steel.
We funded Peyton this year with money re-granted from the Jerome Foundation, and then turn it into the Franconia Sculpture Park Jerome Foundation Fellowships. And it's made it possible for Peyton to try some new work. And I think in reality we're turning Peyton into a sculptor. He learned how to weld this week, and he's got the torch down. So I think he's gonna take his graffiti three-dimensional. I mean, it's three-dimensional the way you paint, the way that paint breaks the surface and becomes dimensional. Well, now he's doing it. He's bringing it out. He's bringing it off the wall, and turning it into a three-dimensional object.
This was such an experience. Truthfully, if I knew it was going to be this much work, I would have made it smaller. 20 feet, exactly. But with the crown, when the cap gets on there, it'll probably be 28 feet, maybe 25. And the fact that it's up and, the relationship with the rest of the sculptures in the park, it works very well. So I'm glad I kind of bit off more than I could chew, because now, it's paying off. The size fits the space and the rest of the pieces around it. I'm very proud of this piece, so I feel really good right now. I'm riding, even though I don't have that much sleep, but I'm riding off a lot of adrenaline and a lot of energy still, so I'm ready to paint. So let's go.
I'm not gonna mess with no ladder. No, I could start my piece halfway up and then somebody else can just finish the top, but I'm not getting any higher than I have to. So let me get up here. I tried it before. I was like, yeah, enough support.
Yeah, I think it seems like the best bet is to probably let him have this one.
Already not like
Yeah.
it. You don't like it?
Man, this is the safest one here.
Yeah. I know. I don't like it. I just can't mess with this, man. It's all yours, George.
It's probably a visual thing too.
It's a total visual. Yeah. A total visual. Total mental. I know it, but keep going. Like I said, I see my dad fall 5 stories on these.
We spray it, it's going to be really loose.
We need some oil or something.
Yeah, oil makes it too slippery and then you fall out of it.
So you wouldn't just let me walk on this thing?
Yeah, well, you can do that too, that's cool.
Is that okay?
But
Would you be fine with
We
that?
should get your turnaround done right.
Because I'll do that.
I know
Just
you will.
jack it up
that
and
angle, dude, you're not going to be able to do that.
like
Like once it started,
no,
you're painting the
like
top.
right about right there. That would be fine. I'll be fine. I want you guys up over here where you're a little bit more secure.
We're going to move it.
Man, I wish we just had another couple of sections.
Oh, scaffolding?
Yeah, we'd have been fine. Well, part of it's underground. A small part. That's the challenge of it. Once it's done, man, it'll be something to marvel at.
Right.
A little bit of distance.
Well, after you get in and test it out, make sure it
Okay.
works. I'll try it
Okay.
if I feel comfortable.
All right.
When you get in, always get in from this side, not from the end, because it'll kick out on you.
Okay.
Jump in there. You want some paint or something?
No, I think he's the guy that's
Gonna
getting it.
test
He's
it out.
I'm the guinea pig.
Don't jump. No Spider-Man shit, all right?
All right.
Just don't do any radical moves, all right?
Yeah, that's good.
That's bad or what?
No, this would be fine. Yeah, this is great.
I cannot believe I'm doing this. Well, I gotta be the first one to start, man.
You're on the spotlight. Hey, do you want to put this on?
All right, I'm ready. Slowly. Thanks, Ernie.
Get up, get up, get up, get up.
All right. Who put me up to this? Don't try this at home.
Get up, get up, sweet baby. Get up,
Perfect.
get up.
today. I've been walking around the park and enjoying watching, really seeing how it's progressing. And most people have only seen the spray can art when it's done. Most people haven't seen it started with all this outline and the sketching and the shading and the underpainting. And I think it's good for everybody here to really get an appreciation of what an art form it is.
This year, for opportunities at Franconia Sculpture Park, we had 102 applicants for 10 funded residencies. We look for somebody who's ambitious. We look for somebody who's challenging themselves, that Franconia Sculpture Park could be a stepping stone to the next higher level of art making.
I mean, artists, I think, oftentimes work in a very, you tend to work alone. It's a lonely thing. But when you come together like this, you have all sorts of disparate people doing disparate things, different ideas, and that communication sort of revitalises you. It's great. I think all the interns that come here and all the artists that come here have the limitations. Really, are their own imagination and ambition.
This is what we do all day long. Come into the barn. This is what goes on in the barn, behind the scenes. Yes, we have a world of machines over this way. The stereo, which is completely essential. We have all these CDs, but absolutely crap. And this is the managers. Rules of the plumber. Remember that one all the time. Don't lick your fingers.
We have here Brigitte, Sonia, and they're interns like me. And us interns, we all help. We like have kind of a rota shift, morning, evening, and we help the artists to actually build their work. I mean, in turn, we learn as well how things are structured and where the hard grit and grind is, really. So really it's a learning process, But it's fun, it's good. One day we'll have the same.